Hey there, folks. I want to welcome you here tonight to the Global Credits Network Overview call. My name is James Ward. Sorry for that distraction there. I hope you are having a great night tonight. I'm excited to be able to share this with you. As you're coming in the room tonight, if you could just come in and tell me where you're calling in from, I'd love to welcome you to the call. All right, sorry, just a little bit technical difficulties here, but welcome from Milwaukee, Ozark, Missouri, welcome. Arizona, welcome. Aloha from Kauai, East Texas, welcome to the call. I appreciate everybody taking the time to come out and join us here tonight. If you're just jumping on here, I'd love to personally invite you and welcome you out, so just tell me where you're calling in from. Kalamazoo, welcome. Dallas, welcome. Michigan, welcome. As you folks are just jumping on the call, you were here for the Global Credits Network Overview call, and my name is James Ward. I'm excited to be able to share this with you here tonight. So without further ado, I can see we're already one past the hour. I definitely want to go ahead and be respectful of your time. So give me just a second. I'm going to share this PowerPoint presentation with you. All right, if you can give me a number one that you can see the PowerPoint presentation, that would be awesome. That will help me get started here tonight. Okay, perfect. All right, awesome. Well, folks, if you're just jumping on the call, I do want to welcome you here tonight to the Global Credits Network Overview call. My name is James Ward. I'm excited to be here tonight to be the one that gets to share this with you. Someone most likely invited you here tonight to learn about a business that is really just catching fire. It's something that's exciting and probably something unique to most of you out there. I think that what you're going to see here tonight is going to be something that you probably haven't seen before, and also something that is very new to the market. So it's definitely a great time for you to learn about this. I get to be the one that shares it with you here tonight. As you can see, my name is James Ward. I'm the president and CEO of the company. And what I love to start with when we get into this conversation is what we do a little bit different than everybody else out there. So you can have complete clarity on why we do what we do and what we do, right? So we'll go in that order so you can get a good feeling of what this company is all about. As we get to the end of the presentation, I'm actually going to log into a back office here tonight. I'm going to show you some of the things that we have to offer in regards to our products. So it'll be a little bit different than just looking at slides. We're definitely going to look at slides, but I want to make sure you have a full understanding of being able to see what we share with you from a product standpoint, so to help you make your decision. So let's get started with this. I know that there's so many different companies, so many different opportunities out there for you to choose from at this point in time, right? If you check your inbox or your text, or you get phone calls constantly about things that are popping up, and you really have to make a decision which direction you want to go. So what I want to do right now is just tell you what I feel really separates us from the pack in a lot of different areas, starting with the transparency of what we do as a company. Number one, as you can see, I'm out in front of you. I am the owner of the company. You can see me. For those of you who have attended our live events, you actually get to meet me face to face. I get to meet you. I guess that's a better way to say it, because you're the one that makes this company happen. But I think this is really important. There's so many companies out there right now that are popping up, and you guys have seen them. You've been part of them. They come and they go very quickly, and most of the time you have no idea who's behind it. So, I always say this: if you're referring people to other companies and you don't have any idea who is behind it, that makes you the owner, right? Well, that's not the way we operate here. We're very transparent. We felt like there was a great opportunity for us to be out in front of this, to break the mold, to create something different in this industry and show people that you could really do it the right way. So I'm excited to be able to share that with you. Now, the second part of our transparency is what we actually do. We're in the sports wagering industry. We're also in the auction industry, and I'm going to show you both avenues of that so you can see exactly what we're doing from that perspective. And what you're going to see is we're completely transparent, right? We put everything out there for you to see what we do as a company, so you can understand how we generate profits and how we offer you such an awesome opportunity. So I think, again, that's very important. There's so many companies out there. I know you guys have seen them. They're usually in 4 different categories. They're either in, Forex, either in arbitrage, or, the wallets, crypto trading, or mining. That's usually one of the 4 that you see out there. And let me be clear on something. There's nothing wrong with those opportunities, right? I mean, I know that there's some really good ones out there, but unfortunately, there's a lot of bad ones too. And I know that you guys have experienced that where you have a company, number one, you don't know who's behind it. And number two, they don't show you anything, right? There's no proof of anything. So we thought it was important not only to be out in front of it, but also share with you exactly what we're doing as a company. The third part of this is, going outside of our own company to make sure that we are doing the things that we should be doing. And what I mean by that is this. We made a decision very early on that we were going to go outside of our own company to hire a consultant to come in and say, hey, these folks are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing, because with the current, status of the market, the environment that we're in, it's challenging, right? And we just felt like us just coming out and saying it wouldn't be enough. So we actually brought in a third party, which is D. Golden and Associates. This is their CEO and owner, Dwayne Golden. So he's the consultant to our company. And what this company does for us is they really take a look at the overall aspect of our business. They make sure that we're paying our members before taking our profits. They make sure that the long-term vision of what we do makes sense. I can tell you personally, as an owner, it's pretty easy to look at stuff sometimes and think that it's a great idea, and then mathematically it doesn't make sense. So they assist us with the long-term vision, and then they also help us in the security of our business as well, which you're going to find is very, very important. Whatever company you work with, especially if they take any type of cryptocurrency for their actual currency, it's important to know that their security is in place. So they help us with all three of those things. We're thankful to be partnered up with them from that perspective. Now, our company just launched on October 1st, even though we've been in business and been paying people with our rewards side of it since the end of July. So we're actually, we're almost 5 months into this. I think that's correct. Yeah, we're almost 5 months into this as a company. And if you look at the industry today, that's almost a lifetime. Most companies are here 8 to 12 weeks, and then they're gone. They just disappear. We actually had our official launch on October 1st. And basically all that meant to us is we wanted to pick a date that celebrated our company, that put us into full motion and full momentum as a company. And that was the date. So what you can see here is that we're still in the infancy stages, right? We're still very new, and we're still attracting a tremendous amount of people to what we're doing. But the good news is this: you're one of the very first people that have learned about this on the planet, and now you get out there and share it with others as well. So I'm excited to be able to tell you everything about what we do. Now, just a little bit about our company, and I'm going to tell you, there's a couple of these slides I think that are going to be in Spanish. I can't remember if I changed them or not, and if that's the case, I apologize, but it'll be easy for you to understand. It's just a couple words, but just a little bit about our company. We've been in the sports wagering arena since 2016. And, back in that time, it was a lot more difficult part of the business, because you had to find ways to get money to the sports books, right? You either had to use like a Western Union or find debit cards that wouldn't flag fraud. There were all kinds of nonsenses that you had to do. And the reality is you couldn't scale your business to any level. Well, back just about a year and a half ago, Bitcoin got introduced to the sports books industry, and it completely changed the game. It allowed us to instantly start playing at levels that we just didn't even think were possible, which in turn has allowed us to create a great opportunity for what we're going to share with you here today. Now, the cool thing about what we do, or probably, I don't want to use the word cool, probably the most important thing about what we do inside of just the sports wagering is the money management. Now, I want to be clear on something, okay? We're not money managers in the sense that we're taking anyone's money and we're managing it from that perspective. That's not what I mean. What I mean is this: in sports wagering, the number one thing that you have to do is manage your money properly. We happen to have an algorithm that works, right? Something that makes sense for us, that allows us to be able to turn profits, which in turn has created this great opportunity. Now, the third part about our company is the security. We are very dead set on our security. Those members who are part of our company right now, you know how important it is to us and how seriously we take it. And it should be important to you as well. We actually have multiple servers set up for our company. So, in different parts around the world as well. So if you see our website go down or something like that, you don't have to freak out. I know, especially it's funny and it's not funny, right? I mean, in this industry, as soon as a website goes down, if they take cryptocurrency, you just assume that they're gone forever. And that's unfortunate, but that is the truth, okay? So we've set up our servers to be able to back us up. So if something does happen to our website, we're going to be back up in just a minute, okay? So we're excited with that part of our business. It's a huge component to what we do. Now, a couple of cool things about this is, number one, anyone can do what we do, okay? You don't have to come in here today and think that you need to be an expert on, sports wagering or auctions or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that. We actually have a business that is set up on entertainment. Our goal is to show you a way to have fun and put the fun back into business, as we say. So you have an opportunity here to plug into something where, number one, you're not going to have to learn a bunch of new skills. Number two, you're not going to be overloaded with a tremendous amount of information where you're trying to filter through it. And number three, I know that you guys have seen this out there. We talked about it just a little bit. There's so many companies out there that have come and gone and continue to come and go. If you're looking for those type of companies, they are literally everywhere. Okay. If you want a company that is going to be here today and gone in 8 to 12 weeks, just find the ones that you don't know who the owners are, that are paying some outrageous percent every day, and say that they're going to do it forever. Those are the ones that you want to join if you want them to be out of business, okay? Now, if you're looking for something legit, something that you can plant your flag, something that is actually transparent, that can be out in front of you and is going to be here, then you're looking at it right now, and I'm excited to be able to share it with you. So based on everything I said, there's a couple reasons why I think that you will like what we do here at GCN. One of those being the uniqueness of our business. And I need to look that word up, uniqueness. I'm not sure if it's actually a word, but the unique approach that we have to doing business, okay? It's very unique in the sense that everything out there is pretty much the same. It's all related to a financial market, a trading, a Forex, a crypto, arbitrage, wallets. All these things are tied into the same exact thing. That's the noise that has been out there and will continue to be out there because people continue to flock to it and continue to fall for the same thing over and over. We brought a brand new flavor to this, okay? Something that is brand new, something that's unique. And not only that, it's something that truly you could share with someone that has no interest at all in doing any type of business, and it would actually be there. Oh, thank you, Mark. Mark's correcting me on or sharing with me that uniqueness is actually a word. So I'm not, I'm from the South, so I just sometimes make up words. But Mark, thank you. But, here's the deal. As you see, we like to have a lot of fun here. I mean, I know it's professional, but at the same time, we like to have fun. And speaking of that, we have products and services that truly have nothing to do with doing a business, right? We have something that you're going to be able to offer to people that regardless of where they're at, they're going to see it as having fun and excitement. And that's what I want to share with you here tonight. Now, a couple cool things about our business is this. Number one, it's 365 days a year, regardless of whether we're talking about sports or if we're talking about auctions. They both happen 365 days a year. Specifics to sports, think about this, especially if you're in the US or even if you're not in the US, every major holiday that you can probably think of, there's some type of game on, okay? If it's the summer, if it's July 4th here in the US, you got baseball games going on, right? If it's Thanksgiving or Christmas or, any holiday, major holiday, you have major games going on, right? So it allows us to work 365 days a year and be able to turn some great profits for our company. And also allows you to have fun 365 days a year, which is pretty cool. Now, the thing about our sports wager that you have to understand, we don't as a company actually make the decisions. We actually work with what we consider the very top handicappers in the world that provide us the data that we need to make the decisions. And what that actually means is this, okay? They go out there and they look at all the different aspects of a game, okay? Did the team have a bye week last week? Have they been on the road? How many people are, even though they're playing, maybe injured? Did they have a good practice week? What's the weather like? All these things that you and I truly don't care about, right? In every sport that you can imagine, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, tennis, MMA, boxing, all these things are happening around the globe constantly, right? And we get data from the best people in the world that know exactly what's going on in these games. And based on the probability of the data that they give us, we then make decisions and you get to participate as well. So it's a pretty cool thing. Now, I'll tell you, and you're going to see it here in just a second, we don't always win, right? I mean, we have days that are bad and we have days that are great, but overall, it's the long-term look that you have to really look at this, and you can see that is a great option. So what I want to do right now is I want to talk really briefly about the way that you can earn some money inside of our company. And then I'm going to take you to the back office. I'm going to show you some of our products that are live in action right now so you can have a complete understanding of what you're looking at here. And what I'm going to tell you is it's going to be completely different than anything you've ever seen. We're not going to be looking at a bunch of charts and stuff to try to figure out when to do the next trade or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that. What you have to worry about is having fun. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started here. We have 4 different ways that you can earn inside of our company. First of all, starting with our Fast Start bonus. The Fast Start bonus was designed to give you a kick in your business for the first 30 days, right? To ignite something in you in your first 30 days where you can really get out there and be profitable as you're building your organization. Now, our Fast Start bonus, it pays on 3 different levels. And basically what that means is level 1 are people that you personally refer to the company. So someone goes out there, they click on your link, they purchase a package from you. That's level 1, that's going to pay you 5%. Level 2 is people that they actually refer, okay? So I go out there, I refer you, you go out there and refer someone, that's level 2, okay? So every single time that that happens, I can earn a 3% commission. And even to take it a step further, once the level 2 goes out there and starts referring people, then that's level 3 and I can earn 2%. I know it's a bunch of numbers there, but you can see from the graph, it's pretty easy 5, 3, 2 to understand, but I just wanted you to have clarity on what level 1, 2, and 3 mean. Now, there's a couple different ways that you can qualify for this bonus. Number 1, if you come in at our package 7 through 10, that qualifies you for this bonus. Now, our packages, we'll talk about them here in a minute, but they start at 0.01, they go all the way up to 5 BTC. So from 7 to 10, we're talking about 1 Bitcoin or higher qualifies you, okay, for this bonus immediately. If you come in below the 1 Bitcoin level, which a lot of people do, okay, so don't get too caught up on that. But if you do come in there, all you have to do is to have personal volume equal to or greater than the package you purchased. So let's just say, for example, you came in at the 0.1 package, which is about $700, okay? I'm just converting it for you. So at $700, you come in here, all you have to do is have 0.1 in personal volume. That means volume that you personally referred. So you can do that by making 1 sell at the 0.1 level, 2 cells at the 0.05 level, 4 cells at the 0.025 level. You understand what I'm saying. You just need to get that number to the volume of the package that you purchased, and you are now qualified. Now, the second part of our comp plan, and this is what I think is the most powerful part of our comp plan, is our binary, okay? Our binary is what we call a 50-50 binary, which basically means this. Our system is going to take a look at your binary every single day, and they're going to look at the volume on the left and the right, and they're going to pick the one that's the lesser amount. But let's back up just a second so you have an understanding, especially if you're new, what even does that mean? Well, see, a binary only has 2 legs, a left and a right, and your goal when you get started with here is to find someone that will personally make a sell on your left and personally make a sell on your right. And when you do that, you're qualified to start earning our binary commissions. Now, our binary commissions, they start at 5% and they go all the way up to 12% depending on which package you own with us, okay? And again, we'll get to the packages here in a second. But for this example, I just want you to understand how the math works so you can see exactly what the potential is. So we're going to use 12% since that's our highest potential. But just note, it will vary depending on the package that you own. So let's look for a second here, okay? And you see that we have a left side and a right side of this binary, okay? What's going to happen is every single night, our system is going to take a snapshot of this binary. And it's going to say, how much volume do you have on the left and how much volume do you have on the right? And based on that, we're going to make a payout, okay? So let's just say, for example, you had 2 BTC on volume on the left and 1 BTC in volume on the right. That would pay you, the lesser leg would be 1, right? Because 1 is less than 2. You would take that 1 BTC and multiply it times the 12% in this example, and that would pay you 0.12. Every single day. But here's the most important thing about a binary, and this is why I tell you I think it's the most powerful thing. You don't just worry about your own volume. I'm talking about team volume. So there's going to be people that you work with above you and below you that help you build your business. You literally can lock your arms with people all around the world and really blow this thing up. So it's an amazing opportunity for you to be able to do that, okay? Now, we also have what we call our customer acquisition bonus, and I can tell you right now, I didn't change the slide. I got to get better at that, and I apologize, but I'm going to break it down for you anyway, okay? The customer acquisition bonus is pretty easy to understand. We have a minimum and a maximum, and it's 100% up to you which one of these you get to receive, okay? Depending basically on the efforts that you want to put in. So we have our minimum CAB bonus, which pays 0.25% every single day. In order to qualify for that, you need to have personal volume of 0.01. Now, by personal volume, what I'm saying is that you can make an affiliate sell of 0.01. You could have someone purchase some credits from a retail standpoint. We'll talk about that here in a second so you can understand that. But just personal volume, people that actually go to your link and purchase something from you, a 0.01. Now, 0.01, if you do the math on that, that's like right now, like $72, right? It's very, very easy to achieve this. Some will and some won't. But there's an awesome way that you can even get a bigger raise by getting out there and getting more customers, okay? And that's called our maximum cab bonus. Now, the way that the maximum cab bonus works is a little bit different. It fluctuates every single month. So as a company, on the 15th of every single month, we reset our cab bonus. And it's solely based on how we're doing as a company, right? What do our profits look like? How are we doing in our sports wagering? How are we doing in our auctions? How are we doing just overall as a company? And based on that number, we raise or we lower the maximum cab bonus. It could go all the way up to 2%. It could go all the way down to 0 if we don't have any profits. Right now, it's at 1.02. So this says 1.13. That's what it was last month, okay? But we changed this on the 15th of every month. So you know, going all the way into January 15th, our bonus right now, our maximum cab bonus is 1.02. Now, if you want to qualify for that, it's pretty simple to do. It's kind of like the fast start bonus. You just need to have personal volume equal to the package you own or greater. So again, in that example I gave you, if you came in at 0.1, right, 0.1 BTC, which is about $700, all you would need to do is have personal volume equal to that 0.1 or higher. Personal volume means that people went to your link, they purchased the products from you, and that's your personal volume. So if you went out there and just made one sell at 0.1, you've qualified for the maximum cab bonus, right? We reward you for getting customers. And again, that can be in retail or that could be an affiliate that comes in as well that wants to build a business. Either one of those can work for you for personal volume. So it's an awesome thing and a very easy way for you to be able to do it as well. Now, the key thing is this. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on this, but you know, there's so many companies out there right now that you've probably seen that are offering what? You know, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, whatever, some type of percentage that they say is going to last forever. I always make the joke that the new forever is 8 to 12 weeks. That's what they mean by forever, because they cannot sustain and they will not sustain. But people go there because, hey, it's simple. It's easy, right? I'm not knocking you for doing it. I'm just saying know what the repercussions are going to be, because here's the deal. The company will go out of business and you're going to have to apologize to a bunch of people. If you're not looking to do that, we've created a platform and a way for you to have a great business without having to go through all the nonsense. And on top of that, it's a lot of fun. I'm about to show you that, okay? But let's finish this up and then we'll get to that part, okay? We also have what we call our credits sales bonus. In our company, we have what we call our GCN credits, okay? And our credits have no value outside of our company, and I'm going to get to that here in a second. But you have the ability to sell our credits to either retail customers. Those are people that, again, they're not looking to start a business, but they love our products and services and they want to be able to participate, right? You also have the ability to sell credits to your team. So as you go through your business and you start to grow your organization, every single time there are credits purchased in there, 100% of that goes into the binary. Now, if you sell them to a retail customer, you get a 10% direct commission paid directly to you, okay? So it's a pretty cool thing. Some awesome ways for you to be able to earn. So you can see there's multiple ways. There's our fast start bonuses. There's our binaries. There's the retail sales that we just talked about. There's also what we call buybacks, okay? A buyback is this. When you have doubled your Bitcoin here, okay, you start with this, you've had success and your Bitcoin doubles, you're gonna have two options. Number one, you can take your money and you can go because it's yours, right? Or number two, you can renew your package at the current package you're at or at a higher package. That's the way it works. There's no getting around that. That is the way the system works. But I want you to think about this for a second, okay? Imagine having an organization where people were doubling their Bitcoin, and when they do that, they decide to renew, okay? And when they renew, guess what? That creates more fast start bonuses, that creates more binary income, and it's a great way to annuitize your business without having these massive monthly fees built right in. So it's a pretty cool thing, all right? Now, we also pay you for upgrades. There's some people here today that they may not have all the Bitcoin that they need to get started, but they want to get their spot right because their timing is everything. And they come in here tonight, let's say they started at 0.01, and then tomorrow they got more Bitcoin and they wanted to upgrade to 0.1. They could do that by just paying the difference between the two. And when that happens, right, the 0.01 into 0.1, that difference of 0.09, again, we're gonna pay you a commission on that. It's a pretty awesome thing. Now, here's the deal. You could upgrade it anytime you want, right, by paying the difference, as long as you're not over your 50%. So in your back office, you're going to have a progress bar that looks just like this. This one's at 57.8 8.7, oh my God, 57.86%. I don't know what was going on there in my brain, but as you can see, that's where it's at. So here's the deal. If I wanted to upgrade this package right now, I would have to pay the full price because it's over the 50%. And what I mean by that is when you start with us and you get to 50%, that means you've received everything that you started with back. So if you started at 1 Bitcoin and you were at 50%, you would know you've already gotten 1 Bitcoin back to you in the form of commissions, bonuses, things like that. So once you go over that and you want to upgrade, you do have to pay the full price. We just want to be transparent on it. It's not too big of a deal. Now, here's a cool part of our plan. We pay commissions every single day, right? 7 days a week, we pay commissions. Now, there's a lot of companies out there right now that they're paying you in their own token or their own coin or something that they created. There's companies that pay to an internal wallet, and then you have to go in there and later withdraw it. And a lot of this is designed to protect the company, right? Or at least allow them to stay in business for a long time. If you have to go and liquidate some token or some coin that's on an exchange that may not even have a market to get your money, let's face it, that's a lot of hoops to jump through. Here, we pay it directly to your blockchain wallet. So as long as you have 0.01 or higher, we pay these directly to your blockchain wallet daily. So it's an awesome thing, and it's changed a lot of lives. And especially this time of year, I'm sure you guys would agree, this is a game changer for a lot of people. I think if you knew, I know at least me growing up, my parents, had they had the opportunity to earn every single day, they would have kicked butt, right? They would have done whatever they could to get those payments coming in because they were once a week, right? And thankfully, they got paid on opposite weeks. My mom 1 week, my dad the next, which allowed us as a company or as a family to be able to budget. But man, we love Thursdays in our household. I can tell you that. Every day is Thursday here, right? For you guys, we give you the opportunity to do that. So I get fired up about that. Now, in addition to all the things that we've just talked about, we have an entire marketing system that you can plug into. I want to be fair right now. We're doing some updates to our marketing system where we're changing out. We just had a name change, so we're doing some changes to that. I just want you to know that because when you get started here tonight, I want you to be aware, and you're going to see, hey, we're pretty transparent with everything that we do, so we want you to be aware of that as well. But the marketing system is really cool. It allows you to get out there, market your business, collect leads. We have multiple banners that you can use, so if you want to market on any type of social media or banner advertising, they're already designed. You don't have to hire a designer. We have multiple emails and text messages. There's a lot of you that would love to talk to people. You just don't know what to say, right? Well, here's your opportunity to do that. So all this stuff that I'm talking about right here from a marketing standpoint is included in the package, all right? So you're not going to have to pay some big monthly fee for that, where a lot of companies are. They're charging you, anywhere from $59 all the way up to, I've seen $119 for a marketing system per month. We don't do that here. It's included in these packages. So you can see these packages right here. We have basically 10 different packages that you can choose from. I'm going to tell you this here tonight, and I say this every single night. I want you to get started with us here tonight. I really do, because I want to be a blessing for you and your family. But the key word is being a blessing, okay? Don't get started here tonight if you have to go out there and get a second mortgage on your home or pawn something. I just don't think it's a smart thing to do, right? We want this to be a great opportunity for you, but we don't want to hear the story that people went out there and hurt their families, okay? That's not our goal. Our goal is to help you. So when you get started here tonight, pick the package that makes sense for you. Pick the biggest one that makes sense for you, because that's why you would go with us. But just be smart, right? Be a steward of your money for your family. Don't go out there and make bad decisions with this, especially, okay? I know you don't hear a lot of company owners say that, but I truly mean it. I've heard too many stories out there where people are doing that. But once you do decide which package works for you, and I hope it's the very highest one that you can afford, you're going to see that this is an amazing opportunity and a lot of fun. So what I want to do right now, I'm going to skip ahead here and just talk about our credits. I'm going to log into a back office. You guys have heard me talk about the credits a little bit. We do have an internal system basically called GCN credits. And these credits allow people to use any of our products and services, which I'm going to talk about, not just talk about, I'm going to show you if you're cool with that. I'm going to actually log into a back office right now and show you. So give me just a second here. And let me just share another screen with you. Okay, I want to make sure, can you give me a number one if you can see this back office login? I'm actually going to log in here. Okay, awesome. So everybody should be able to see this right now. It looks like everyone can see the back office. All right, very cool. All right, awesome. I appreciate y'all telling me what's up here. So we're going to start here tonight with the auctions. And, here's the deal. I think it's kind of rare for companies to actually log in here and show you the product before you get it. I'm pretty proud of what we do here. I'm proud of our back office. I'm proud of the system. Even though we just launched officially on October 1st, I think that if you talk to anyone out there, they would tell you that we're leaps and bounds ahead of a lot of the companies when it comes to technology because we put some emphasis on it. That doesn't mean we don't have issues, okay? I mean, we always have stuff that we have to, do better at. And there's, especially with our name change and branding. But I show you this because it's really unique and it's something that's special that I want to show you. So we're going to start here tonight with our auction. So right when we log in here, you can actually see one of the auctions pops up. But when we go to view all, these are for the auctions that are live right this very second, okay? So right this very second, you can see that we have an iPad mini, we have a $500 Amazon gift card, we have a GCN credits pack. That means that people can actually bid on getting more credits. We even have a 2020 Mercedes-Benz, okay? And if you look here, you see the word reserve right here, and these say no reserve, okay? By no reserve, what that means is whatever the auction goes off at, that's what the products sell at. And I'm gonna show you what I mean here in a second. But there's also this maximum price, okay? And this maximum price means that regardless of what this auction goes to, whoever wins the auction will not pay more than $100. So if this auction ended right this very second at $2.11, that's what someone would pay, okay? But it also, if it went all the way up to $100 and people kept bidding, it wouldn't matter. The most they're going to pay is $100 plus the credits that they use, okay? That's what a no reserve means, that it doesn't matter what price it gets to. Even if it was 1 penny, it would sell, okay? I hope that makes sense. If that makes sense to you, give me a number 2 because, look, I don't want to just sit here and talk. I want you guys to get this because this is powerful stuff. Give me a number 2 if that made sense to you. Okay, very cool. Now, when we talk about reserves, though, a reserve means that as a company, we have to protect ourselves. We have to have this get to a certain price, right? We couldn't just give away a Mercedes 2020 350 E-Class, right? For if it sold for a penny, that's a bad business model, right? So that this one has to hit a certain limit in order for us to be able to end this auction. So I hope that makes sense. Now, here's where things get really cool, though. I want you to look at some of these auctions that have just ended over the last few days, okay? You can see a PlayStation 4. This is the Spider-Man edition, the bundle, 30 cents. Someone got a PlayStation 4 for 30 cents. Microsoft Surface Pro 5. Look at this. $18.40 is what someone won this for, okay? We've got these credits. This was $500 in credits. Someone won that for $5.03. This virtual reality thing, I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's actually even sold out of stores right now. It's the #1 item for the holidays. This went for $1.09. If you scroll down here, we've got even more. We've got some of these credit packs. We've got the Delta Pass. We've got these Apple iPods, these Apple Watches, a $500 Amazon card. But the key thing is I want you to look at some of these prices, right? 3 cents for Apple AirPods. So look, this is entertainment. This is something that we do every single day. That's a big part of our program. Now, one other thing that we've talked about are our sports wagering, okay? That's a big part of our company as well. And one thing that we offer here is what we call the game of the week. So our games of the week are basically, they're games that we have probability on that are very high that we want to share with people. Now, this is a perfect example that we don't win all the time. If you look, if I just show you this right here, that's all you can see on my screen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 losses, right? No, 4 losses and 2 wins. That doesn't look very good, right? But if we scroll down here a little bit, you can start to see that a lot more winners start to come into play. Right now, I think we're right at 61, 62%, somewhere in there for our winning percentage. It might be 60 since we just lost this one. So here's the deal. We don't win them all. But I want you to imagine for a second, even if you don't like sports, having information that's shared with you, right, that are from professionals, not just from some Joe Schmo, right? Information that professionals give you on the outcome of a game, even if you're not a sports fan, right? All of a sudden you become one. All of a sudden a game becomes more entertaining. So if you can imagine being at a party or being at a Buffalo Wild Wings, or even just having friends over to your house to watch a game, or some of you might get forced into a situation where you have to go to a party to watch a game that you don't care about, but knowing that you had a chance to actually win a little bit of our credits is huge, right? So the way these things work, just let me give you a breakdown, okay? Let's say someone put 100 credits into our system here for one of our games of the week. And let's say we won, okay? Someone puts 100 in. Usually they're going to get anywhere from 160 to 180 credits back. Now, these credits, when you give them to people, they're withdrawable for Bitcoin, okay? When you win those credits, they're withdrawable. So if you wanted to withdraw them, you could, or you could go use them for the auction. There's so many different options, but this is a lot of fun. People get fired up about our games of the week. We get blown up about that. Now, I also want to show you our sports report. I will tell you we've been doing some updates in our system. But I want you to have just some clarity on what we do as a company. These games right now, as you can see, we have several different hockey games that we're participating in today. You see this word live? That means that the game is live. The results aren't in yet, okay? Now, some of these may have ended, but we put these in here every single day. So if you wanted to use them for yourself to do some sports wagering, number one, you could absolutely do that. But number two, we do this because we want you to understand how we do as a company. You can see the wagering that we do. You can see the outcome of it. We talk about that transparency and how important it is. Now, if we just threw these in here after the games ended, wouldn't make much sense. Anyone can do that. But you can see we have several different hockey games. We have basketball games. And then as we scroll down here, you can start to see some of the wins and losses. So as I've told you many times, we don't win them all. But let's go to the next page here really quick. These go on and on and on. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here, we went 7 wins and 5 losses. Not too bad, right? And you can go all the way through here. We update this every single day. And like I said, if you want to use these, you absolutely can. Sometimes, look, there's a perfect example. We had several losses in a row, but there's also many of these pages that you're going to see several wins in a row as well. So I just go through here to show you that, hey, we're transparent. We do what we say we're going to do. And the last thing I'm going to show you here today is our drawing pool. We actually have a drawing to give away Super Bowl tickets. As you can see here, on December 31st, we are going to be giving away Super Bowl tickets. And if I click right here, what you're going to see is that this drawing is going to take place on December 31st. To participate in this, it only costs 50 credits. Okay, 50 credits right now is about $35 to $40, somewhere in there. All you have to do is put your name in, right? One drawing can win it. In fact, we gave away a $10,000 shopping spree back in November, and the one entry into that won it. You won't believe it. That's the truth. You can see you can buy up to 10, but one person who put one entry into it won. Now, with that being said, it won't always work that way, right? Obviously, you can increase your odds as you put more in, but this is a cool opportunity. So here's what I want to share with you. The bottom line is this. We have a company that is built on entertainment. It's built on fun. It's built on excitement and the culture that we're creating, right? The community that we're creating, the live events that we do, the transparency of what we have, everything combined has set us up to change history in this industry. You're going to look back on this company. You're going to say, man, I remember when they were first getting started, right? They talked about a different way. They talked about being out in front of something. They talked about what they were doing and where they were going. And you can be part of it. You're one of the very first in the world to hear about this. So I want to encourage you to get back with whoever sent you here tonight. Get your final questions answered. And man, come be part of this awesome company. We're having a lot of fun. So with that being said, thank you so much for taking the time to join us here tonight. And I'm going to call this call a wrap. Have a good night, folks. Bye-bye.